Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Good evening. This is John Garfield of Cresta Blanca's Hollywood Players. Tonight we invite you to listen to Nunley Johnson's The Woman in the Window, presented by
the RESTA, BLANCA, Cresta Blanca, Cresta Blanca. The Cresta Blanca Hollywood Players. Each week a great star. Each week a great show. Tonight and every Wednesday night, Cresta Blanca brings you its Hollywood Players, a company of Hollywood's greatest stars. Claudette Colbert, Joseph Cotton, Betty Davis, Joan Fontaine, John Garfield, Paulette Goddard, Gene Kelly, and Gregory Peck. Presented for your enjoyment by a great name in wine, Schenley's Cresta Blanca wine. Now, the Cresta Blanca Hollywood Players present John Garfield with Lynn Barry in Nunley Johnson's The Woman in the Window. The Gotham Club in New York is situated next door to an art dealer. It so happens at the time our story opens, there's a portrait in the window of the art dealer. A portrait of a beautiful, mysterious-looking young woman. And gazing at the portrait is Richard Wanley, professor of psychology. It is just dusk. Wanley seems engrossed in the portrait, studying the features of the woman when...
Well, Richard, you like her?
Huh? Oh, Michael. Mike Boston.
How are you, Richard?
Fine. You?
Oh, can't kick. You interested in our dream girl in the window?
Oh, it's an extraordinary portrait. A certain, intriguing quality that makes me want to know the original.
At your age, Richard?
Just middle-aged.
Incidentally, what are you doing here?
Oh, the missus and the children ran up to the Cape for a little vacation. I thought I'd have dinner at the club.
Well, then have dinner with Frank and me.
Frank Laylaw?
Yes.
Oh, I'd like to, Mike. Let's go. But that's not the point I'm trying to make, Frank. I say as soon as a man feels that comfortable solidity that comes with middle age, he's finished.
Well, middle age should bring that feeling.
Why?
Well, youth is past by then. We no longer have the resiliency to handle trouble. As district attorney, Richard, I've seen what can happen to a middle-aged man who kicks up his heels.
What, for example?
Well, when a situation confronts him that's out of the ordinary, that's apt to disgrace him or his family, he's off guard. Then he does something stupid and foolish. Then, he lands in the district attorney's office.
Well, is that just an attribute of middle age or of all ages?
All ages, Richard. I just said a middle-aged man is more likely to run into trouble if he leaves the beaten path he's made for himself.
Well, you make middle age sound stupid.
Oh, but it's not. It's not at all. It's only when middle age tries to act young that it becomes stupid.
Well, it's after 9. Middle age or no middle age, I've got to be running.
Yes. I think I'd better go, too. You coming, Dick?
No. I think I'll stay a while and read.
How about dinner tomorrow evening?
All right with me. Frank?
Well, unless something unforeseen happens, yes, I'm free.
Good. Same time, then. Night, Dick.
Good night, Mike.
Stick to that chair, Dick. You look good in it.
Don't worry. I will. I won't budge.
Not even for adventure?
Even if the spirit of adventure should rise up before me and beckon, even in the form of that alluring young woman and the woman in the window next door, I'm afraid, I'd do nothing about it.
Well, then you're safe. Good night, Dick.
See you tomorrow.
Good night. Oh, Stewart.
Yes, Professor?
I think I'll have some coffee.
Yes, sir.
And Let me know when it's 10:30, will you? I'm apt to forget the time.
Yes, sir. 10:30, sir.
I beg your pardon. You have a match?
Huh? What?
Match. Do you have one?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you at first.
That's all right. Good looker, isn't she?
The portrait? Yes, very.
Too bad it's just a picture.
Here you are.
Oh, thanks. Well, women don't come that good looking, except in pictures like that.
Think not?
I know it, brother. Well, thanks for the match.
You're welcome.
He's a cynic, isn't he?
What? I bet. Oh, no. It couldn't be.
No? Why do you say that?
Because, well, you did pose for it, didn't you?
That's right.
Why, it's amazing. I mean, the likeness. Is it yours?
No, I wish it were. Then I wouldn't have to come here to see it.
Well, did I react properly?
React? How do you mean?
Well, the expression on my face, my attitude, were they normal like other people's?
Well, no, not exactly.
Abnormal?
Of course not. But there are two reactions. One is just a stare, a solemn stare for the painting, a tribute to the artist who did it.
And the other?
A long, low whistle. That's for me.
I did neither.
Maybe if I'd given you another moment, you might have given a long, low, solemn whistle.
I wonder.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Are you walking up or downtown?
A middle-aged man is more likely to run into trouble if he leaves the beaten path.
What's the matter?
Matter? Nothing. Why?
You had a funny look on your face, as if you were thinking about something unpleasant.
No, not at all. Are you walking up or downtown?
Down.
May I?
Walk with me?
Yes.
If you like, certainly, but...
For what?
Well, you sound almost as if walking with me would be done on a dare.
You're very intelligent and discerning.
Shall we go?
Yes. Why not?
You still look a little frightened, as if you were doing something you shouldn't.
Well, it isn't my usual custom to take a strange young woman home and then stop in.
Don't you like the apartment?
Oh, very much. It's done in excellent taste and expensively.
Yes, expensively.
You said you were a model?
That's right. And the next question is, how can a model afford an apartment like this? Is that it?
Oh, that's none of my business.
That's the right answer. Funny, isn't it? I don't know your name, and you don't know mine.
Mine is...
No, don't tell me.
Why not?
Because we'll never see each other again, will we?
Probably not.
All right. Let's leave it a mystery then.
If you like.
Would you like to see some sketches?
Sketches?
Done by the same artist who painted that portrait in the window.
Yes, I would.
All right. I'll get them. You'll find some of them quite different from the portrait, but I think you'll like them.
Well, I'm sure I will. Oh, there's someone at your door, Miss...
Yes, I heard it.
Oh, what's the matter?
It's Fred.
Fred? Who?
He mustn't see you.
Why not? This is all perfectly innocent.
You don't understand. You.
Well, he has a key.
Yes, he's coming in.
Oh, I'd be so
Get
excited.
in the other room quickly, please.
But you... Why didn't you answer the... Well,
Hello, Fred.
who's this?
Fred, darling. Listen. Listen, Fred.
Shut up. Now, wait a minute. What do you think you're doing?
Get out of here.
Not till I explain.
I said get out.
Fred, please.
I'll attend to you in a minute. Now you get out.
I will not if you think you're going to...
Why, you...
Fred! Let him alone. Fred, don't!
I'll show
Fred, you're killing him, Fred!
Help me.
Take these scissors. Fred. You killed him.
I had to. Or he'd have killed me.
Killed?
Well, none of that now. We've got to call the police.
Police?
Of course, I'll explain.
When a situation confronts him that's out of the ordinary, that's apt to disgrace him and his family, disgrace his family, disgrace his family.
The phone's over there.
Yes.
Well, what's the matter?
I've got to sit down and think.
What are you...
Well, who is this man?
He said his name was Fred Howard.
Is that all you know about him?
Yes, he wouldn't tell me anything else. He told me not to ask or he'd leave me, and well, all this, I didn't want to give it up.
Wait. His watch. The initials on it are C.M. Then Fred Howard wasn't his right name.
I don't think so, but I didn't ask questions.
Then listen to me. I can't call the police. It would mean ruin for me and my family. I'm not going to have that, you understand?
But...
If he kept his real name from you, it's 10 to 1 this neighborhood didn't know it either.
I know no one knew him.
All right, then. I'll get him out of here. Take him and... I'll take him into the country.
But how?
Well, I'm going home to get my car. I'll take the subway.
Oh, no. No, you won't.
What do you mean?
You're not going to run out and leave me here with him. You wouldn't come back. I know you wouldn't.
Well, stop it. I'll come back.
You wouldn't. It's an easy way out for you. I don't even know your name, who you are.
Listen to me.
I won't. I'll call the police.
You gave me the scissors.
I don't care. I won't let you go.
It's the only way.
Wait. Leave me something.
What do you mean?
Something that belongs to you, so that you'll have to come back.
All right. What?
Your vest.
Why that?
Because it'll have a cleaner's mark. It'll identify you if you don't come back.
All right. Here. Now, listen. Clean up the apartment. Go over it carefully. Boil the scissors in water. Don't leave a single spot on anything. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, I'm going now. Don't you stir out of this apartment until I get back.
And you'd better come back. If you don't, this vest and I are going to the police.
You are listening to John Garfield in Nunnally Johnson's The Woman in the Window. I'm sure you've heard me use the phrase, when you dine, dine with wine. Now that means whether you dine at home or at your favorite restaurant. When you're dining out, a glass of fine wine will make the evening just that much more of a special occasion. And at home, wine with the meal helps make everyone appreciate the care and skill that's gone into the preparation of the meal itself. Of course, when you dine with wine, make it the best wine, and that means Cresta Blanca. And from the Cresta Blanca family, you can choose the wines to suit your taste and purpose. Any Cresta Blanca wine is a superb wine, a wine that starts with the finest grapes and is then carefully, skillfully brought to perfection by master winemakers. So remember, friends, when you dine, at home or out, dine with wine, and make it the best wine. Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Now, Shenley's Cresta Blanca Hollywood Players present the second act of Nunnally Johnson's The Woman in the Window, starring John Garfield as Richard Wanley, with Lynn Barry as the woman. As the second part of our story opens, Professor Richard Wanley is driving toward the country. In the back of his car is the body of the man he killed in self-defense. Wanley is certain he has made no mistakes when...
What are you trying to do? Save expenses?
What? What'd you say, officer?
You only got one light. You know it?
One light. That's
Look,
impossible.
get out and take a squint.
But, I'll take your word for it.
Let me see your license.
Well, of course, here you are.
Wanley, huh? This your car?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Got any other identification?
I have a letter here from the Board of Education.
Okay, let's see it.
Of course.
Professor Wanley, huh?
That's right.
Okay, Prof. Better get that busted lamp fixed as soon as you can.
You mean it's all right for me to go on?
Unless you want to stay here with me.
No. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute! What's the matter with you?
What do you mean?
Well, don't you want your letter?
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Take it easy, Professor. The way you started off there nearly took all the rubber off your tires.
Well, the clutch is bad on my car. It kind of grabs.
Uh-huh. Well, go ahead.
Thank you.
When a situation confronts him that's out of the ordinary, he's off guard. Then he does something stupid or foolish, and he lands in the district attorney's office.
There you are, Dick. Sorry I'm a little late. Got held up. Last-minute patient to the office.
It's all right, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you've heard the news.
News? No, I haven't.
Claude Mazard's been killed.
Claude Mazard? Who's he?
Well, you don't get around much, do you? Mazard's director of a dozen big industries.
Oh? Well, I don't know much about the business world.
Police found his body out in the country. Frank's on the case now. That's why he's not here for our dinner engagement.
How did they know this was Mazard?
Police recognized him. Everything was taken from his pockets.
Robbery?
I don't think so.
Do the police think so?
Well, you can ask Frank when he gets here. I'm a doctor, not a cop. I was there. Oh, what'd you do to your hand?
What?
Your hand, that piece of adhesive tape.
Oh, I opening a can this morning, the opener has slipped.
Put anything on it?
Mercurochrome.
Oh. Steward. Drink, Dick?
No, I had one.
Yes, Mr. Baxter?
Glass of sherry, please.
Yes. Professor Wanley?
Nothing. Oh, and give me the tab for the drinks. I'll sign
No.
them. Oh, you had them last night. My turn.
What's the matter?
I must have mislaid my pencil.
The gold one with your initials on it?
Yeah.
Produces around here?
No, I don't think so. I usually keep it clipped in my vest. In my vest?
Well, what's odd about that? Most men do.
I changed suits this morning. I took everything out of the other vest. I know I did.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Mike, I got a sort of dizzy spell. I don't feel so good.
Yeah, you look it. Heart acting up again?
No, I don't think so.
Well, just in case. Here, I'll write you a prescription.
Well, I don't need it.
Well, as your doctor, I say yes. But watch this stuff now. Just one tablet a day. 2 or 3, and it'll knock your heart for a loop. Yeah.
All right. Mike, now, if you'll excuse me.
Sure. You go get some rest. I'll explain to Frank.
Thanks. I'll see you probably tomorrow evening.
Local news centers upon the murder of Claude Mazard, whose body was found early this morning by a Boy Scout. Police are continuing their search for Mazard's bodyguard, who has disappeared. Further investigation shows that Mazard and his bodyguard left Penn Station early last evening. Mazard...
Hello?
Hello. I'm calling about a certain portrait.
You? How did you know where to call me?
I saw your picture in the paper, Professor Wanley.
What do you want?
Listen, we're in trouble.
Not if you don't get panicky.
Listen to me. Fred, Claude Mazard had a bodyguard.
Don't mention names, you fool.
All right. But he came to see me. He knew about me and Fred.
What did you tell him?
Nothing, but he found your pencil.
What?
I took it out of your vest and kept it in case you...
Well, look, we can't talk over the phone. Listen, please, meet me in 15 minutes on the corner of Lexington and 44th. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right.
But what are we going to do? He wants them.
I can't talk now. I'll meet you. All right. I'm coming.
Hello, Richard.
Frank.
Yes. Well?
Oh, what do you mean? Well,
how are you? Mike said you'd gone home ill, so I thought I'd drop by. I'm on my way to the office.
Oh, it was nice of you, Frank. I was just going to turn in.
Well, I won't stay but a minute then. Ooh, boy. I'm knocked out. I've been on the go since 7 this morning. The Mazard case.
Oh, yes. How's it coming?
Oh, pretty good. We got a blood specimen of the killer and a piece of his clothing.
How did you get those?
Well, Inspector Jackson found some on a wire fence. The man who carried Mazard into the woods must have scratched himself and torn his suit.
Oh, but a trace of blood like that on a barbed wire fence, could that be of any use?
Did I say a barbed wire fence, Richard?
Didn't you?
No.
Well, I mean, what other kind of wire fence could scratch a man?
You're a detective, Richard.
Well, maybe you could use me.
Oh, maybe. Anyway, with the piece of torn cloth and the blood specimen, we've got something to work on. If we ever get a lead to pick up a suspect and the blood and cloth match, he'll have a lot of explaining to do.
I see. But how can you get such a lead?
How? Oh, something usually turns up. Someone talks.
No, no, no. Don't talk to me directly. Come out to the bus stop. Don't even look at me. Pretend to be waiting for a bus.
All right.
The bodyguard, what did he want?
$5,000. He knew Mazet was seeing me. Can't we go to the police?
It's too late. Nobody believed now I killed him in self-defense.
Well, I didn't kill him. I can go to the police.
You're an accessory after the fact. Remember that. The police wouldn't believe you now either.
Don't shout.
Listen to me. There's only one way out. We can pay that man his $5,000 and another $5,000 as long as he lives. A blackmailer never stops.
What are you thinking?
Do you want him to hound you for the rest of your life? I don't.
What can we do?
In my pocket is a bottle of tablets. Heart tablets. 4 of them and a cup of coffee.
No.
Your life or his.
But I can't.
You've got to. Or go to the electric chair.
They wouldn't send me.
No. Women have died in the electric chair. You've got to do it.
Give me the bottle.
Well, baby, how are you tonight?
Come in. I was just finishing some coffee.
Nice, very nice. Got the dough?
Not all of it.
Why not?
Well, where would I get that much money?
From your boyfriend, R.W., initials on this pencil?
There's no one.
I know better. I also know Claude Mazard spent a fortune on you. You got some of that?
No, I spent it.
Too bad, honey. Get it from R.W. or I go to the cops quick.
Wait. Why do you want to do that?
Because I'm a law-abiding citizen. Give me some coffee and we'll talk it over.
I'll have to get another cup.
Go ahead. I got lots of time.
I won't be a minute.
I said take your time, baby. I'm comfortable. Mazza did all right by you, didn't he?
Here's your coffee. Now, can't you give me some more time to get that money?
I'm hot, too. The cops are looking for me. I figured if I could keep out of their way long enough, I could turn an honest dollar. 5,000 of them, that's all.
Cream? Sugar?
No, I'll drink it this way.
What's the matter?
Let's trade cups, huh?
Trade? Why?
Because I wasn't born this morning, Cookie. Come on. Yeah, that's better. Now, down the hatch.
So you did have it hopped up for me. Why, you... That's all, sister. Now it'll be 10,000. 10,000 by tomorrow morning. Or else.
Yes?
It didn't work.
Well, what happened? Why didn't it work?
He guessed, and now he wants 10,000.
10? But it's no use. He'd go on and on, but I can't. This has to be the end for me.
If we ever get a lead to pick up a suspect and the blood and cloth match, he'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Just 1 tablet a day now. 2 or 3, and it'll knock your heart for a loop.
Professor Wanley.
Huh? What?
I'm very sorry, Professor, but I forgot to call you at 10:30. It's 11 now. I hope you'll forgive me, sir.
I forgive you? Man, I love you. And I haven't been out of this chair all evening?
No, sir. But are you all right, sir?
All right. I never felt better in my life. Good night.
Good night, sir. Of course. Good night.
Good night, Professor Wadley.
Whew.
Hey, mister.
What? What did you say?
You got a line?
No.
What?
No, thank you indeed. Not for $1 million.
Casablanca Wine joins our audience here in Hollywood in applauding John Garfield for his performance in Nunnally Johnson's The Woman in the Window. Our star will be back in just a moment. These winter days, a delicious hot dinner is certainly a very pleasant thing, one of the high points of the day. And a sure way to make dinner especially good is to serve one of Cresta Blanca's fine table wines. It will make the meal doubly enjoyable. Try it and see. Try a bottle of Cresta Blanca California Sauterne, for instance. It's a light white wine, pale golden in color, with a dry, delicate flavor. It's created to make food taste even better, to make your meal more enjoyable. And it does. Cresta Blanca Sauterne is the perfect accompaniment to good food. That's why so many discriminating hosts and so many outstanding restaurants serve it to their guests. It adds to the pleasure of living. So when you dine, dine with wine. And make it the best wine, Cresta Blanca. And here again is our star, John Garfield.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Lynn Barry and myself.
Tell us, John, what's new with you?
Well, just 2 days ago, I started shooting my first picture for Enterprise Productions, and that's pretty big news for me.
Oh, naturally. What's the name of the picture?
It's called Body and Soul.
We'll certainly keep our eye on it. But for the home front, what's with next week's Hollywood Players show?
Well, the story is one that was a big hit as a novel and a movie. It's James Hilton's Random Harvest. And our Hollywood player for the occasion, Joseph Cotton.
Good. And now, are we going to have the benefit of your help in our traditional ceremony tonight, John?
No, but I have a very apt pupil here, Frank. Lynn, show the man.
C-R-E-S-T-A? B-L-A-N-C-A. Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca.
Fine, Lynn. You work next week. Ladies and gentlemen, each Wednesday evening at this same time, you hear the Cresta Blanca Hollywood Players. Claudette Colbert, Joseph Cotton, Betty Davis, Joan Fontaine, John Garfield, Paulette Goddard, Gene Kelly, and Gregory Peck. Each week, a great star. Each week, a great show. This evening, you have heard John Garfield with Lynn Barry in Nunnally Johnson's The Woman in the Window, adapted for radio by Russell Hughes and presented by arrangement with Universal International Studios. Now releasing Mr. Johnson's The Dark Mirror, starring Olivia de Havilland and Lou Ayres. Lynn Barry currently may be seen starring in the RKO production Nocturne. The musical score for tonight's performance was composed and conducted by Bernard Katz. Don't forget, next Wednesday at this same time, when the Cresta Blanca Hollywood Players present Random Harvest, starring Joseph Cotton. And remember, whenever you dine, dine with wine. And make it the best wine. Cresta Blanca wine. Don't forget your contribution to the March of Dimes, the great campaign to curb infantile paralysis during the period of January 15th to 30th. The Cresta Blanca Hollywood Players is a presentation of the Cresta Blanca Wine Company of Livermore, California, and came to you from Columbia's Playhouse in Hollywood. Frank Bingman speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.